Hey there, gardening enthusiasts and tomato lovers. Are you ready to dive into the world of sun-loving tomato plants? Well, hold on to your gardening gloves because today we've got a leafy surprise for you. You see, these tomato plants are famous for their bushy, lush foliage. But here's the twist. What do you do when you've got more tomato leaves than you can handle? Don't toss them aside just yet, my friends. Tomato plant leaves are like nature's Swiss Army knife. They're not just for show, they're edible. They've got some medicinal tricks up their sleeves, and they can even help your garden thrive. From garden magic to culinary delights, we're about to reveal how these leaves can level up your gardening and cooking game. Culinary use. Calling all gardeners who love putting their harvest to good use in the kitchen. This one's for you. Tomato leaves bring a distinct bitter flavor that many enjoy in dishes like pesto or soup, among others. However, it's important to note that tomato leaves should not be consumed in large quantities due to their alkaloid content. But fear not, enjoying them in moderation is perfectly safe. Take a look at our list of ways you can experiment with tomato leaves in your kitchen. Number 1, infused olive oil. Enhance your culinary prowess with a touch of refinement. Delve into the realm of tomato leaf infused olive oil. This exquisite flavor addition is simpler to create than you might think. Join us as we unveil the secrets to crafting this delectable enhancement in your very own kitchen. Elevate your dishes to gourmet levels with ease. Create tomato leaf infused olive oil easily. Number 1, harvest fresh, undamaged tomato leaves. Number 2, wash and pat them dry. Number 3, use a sterilized glass container. Number 4, layer leaves at the container's base. Number 5, pour in extra virgin olive oil. Number 6, seal the container. Number 7, let it infuse for 1 to 2 weeks, shaking occasionally. Number 8, strain through a fine mesh. Number 9, store in a cool, dark place. Now, enjoy your homemade gourmet oil. Pesto. If you're a fan of basil leaf pesto, consider trying tomato leaf pesto. What's wonderful about this is that it's not limited to pasta. You can use it to enhance baked salmon or roasted chicken. The possibilities are endless. But first, let's start with the base recipe. To make tomato leaf pesto, follow these steps. Number 1, harvest fresh, healthy tomato leaves, choosing vibrant ones with minimal damage. Number 2, wash and pat dry the tomato leaves, wearing gloves to avoid direct contact, and remove stems and tough parts. Number 3, wash 1 to 2 cups of basil leaves. Number 4, combine all ingredients in a food processor or blender. Number 5, taste and adjust by adding salt, pepper, or other seasonings. Number 6, store the pesto in an airtight container in the refrigerator once you achieve your desired taste. Garnish. Enhance the flavor of your dishes with a simple yet effective trick. Garnish them with tomato leaves. It's not just about the taste. That vibrant green garnish makes your meal even more appetizing. Here's how to use tomato leaves as a garnish on your food. Number 1, harvest fresh, healthy tomato leaves, choosing bright green ones with minimal damage and keeping the quantity small due to their alkaloid content. Number 2, wash, pat dry, and remove stems and tough parts from the leaves. Number 3, layer the leaves, roll them into a bundle, and chop them to your desired thickness. Number 4, sprinkle the freshly chopped leaves evenly over your cooked meal as a flavorful garnish. Enjoy! Soup. If you're craving a heartwarming dish using tomato leaves, consider crafting a comforting soup. Keep in mind that due to their alkaloid content, you'll need to use tomato leaves sparingly. However, you can enhance the flavor of your soup with fresh tomatoes in either vegetable or chicken stock. To make tomato leaf infused soup, Number 1, harvest a handful of fresh and healthy tomato leaves, choosing those with minimal damage due to their alkaloid content. Number 2, wash, dry, and remove stems and tough parts from the leaves. Number 3, saute chopped onions and minced garlic in oil until translucent. Number 4, add roughly chopped tomatoes and cook until softened. Number 5, Pour in enough vegetable or chicken broth to cover the tomatoes, adjusting for desired thickness. Number 6. Simmer for 15 to 20 minutes. Number 7. Garnish the soup with tomato leaves and blend until smooth. Serve hot, optionally garnishing with basil, parsley, croutons, or Parmesan cheese. Enjoy your flavorful tomato leaf soup. Medicinal use. Tea. In several countries, like Ecuador, tomato leaf tea is thought to aid in the healing process and boost the immune system thanks to its high antioxidant content. Both fresh and dried tomato leaves can be used to make this earthly tea. However, it's crucial to consume tomato leaf tea in moderation. To make tomato leaf tea, 1. Harvest fresh, undamaged tomato leaves, but only collect a few due to their alkaloid content. Number 2. Wash, dry, and remove stems and tough parts from the leaves. Number 3. Boil the desired amount of water. Add whole tomato leaves to the boiling water. Number 4. Let the tea simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. Number 5. Strain the tea leaves from the water. Number 6. Transfer the tea to a teapot and optionally add honey for sweetness. Enjoy your tomato leaf tea. Paste for skin infections and wounds. In certain cultures, tomato leaves have long been used as a traditional remedy for healing skin infections and wounds due to their antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties. However, it's crucial to exercise caution when using tomato leaves, given their alkaloid content, which can be toxic in excessive quantities. It's also highly advisable to consult a certified dermatologist, especially if you have sensitive skin, to avoid exacerbating any skin issues. To use tomato leaves for wound healing. 1. Harvest a few fresh, undamaged tomato leaves, but only collect a small amount due to their alkaloid content. Number 2. Wash, dry, and remove stems and tough parts from the leaves. Number 3. Clean the wound with warm water and soap. Number 4. Crush the tomato and its leaves into a paste. Number 5. Perform a patch test on a small skin area and observe for 24 hours. Number 6. If there are no adverse reactions after 24 hours, apply the tomato leaf paste topically to the wound or rash. Paste for sunburns. Tomatoes are renowned for their anti-inflammatory properties, making them effective in soothing sunburns by reducing redness. While tomato leaves should be used in moderation, tomato fruit juices are particularly effective. Here's how to create your own DIY sunburn treatment. Number 1. Harvest a few fresh, undamaged tomato leaves, but only collect a small quantity due to their alkaloid content. Number 2. Wash, dry, and remove stems and tough parts from the leaves. Number 3. Clean the sunburned area with warm water and soap. Number 4. Crush the tomato and its leaves into a paste. Number 5. Perform a patch test on a small skin area and observe for 24 hours. Number 6. If there are no adverse reactions after 24 hours, apply the tomato leaf paste topically to the sunburn. Garden use. Leaf mold. If you're not familiar with leaf mold, you're in for a treat. It's essentially decomposed leaves, but don't be fooled by its simplicity. It's a concentrated source of organic matter. This makes it an excellent slow-release agent for enhancing long-term soil fertility, improving structure, retaining water, and regulating pH levels, among other benefits. If you want a great return on investment for your tomato plants, transforming their leaves into leaf mold is your go-to choice. To create leaf mold from tomato plant leaves. Number 1. Collect all the leaves from your tomato plants. Number 2. Pile the leaves on the ground. Number 3. Let them decompose naturally, or speed up the process by chopping them into smaller pieces. After a few months, you'll have crumbly, dark leaf mold. Number 4. Mix this leaf mold into your plant soil to improve fertility, structure, and overall health. Mulch. Don't toss those tomato leaves aside. Instead, incorporate them into your mulch. Simply chop them into smaller pieces to accelerate decomposition, and then mix them a few inches into your mulch pile. However, take care not to place too much mulch too close to the plant's base, as it could create excessive moisture, potentially promoting disease and bacteria growth. Here are the steps to add tomato leaves to your mulch. Number 1, collect your tomato plant leaves into a pile. Number 2, chop the leaves into smaller pieces. Number 3, incorporate the chopped tomato leaves into your layer of mulch. Number 4, use a rake to gently mix the tomato leaves into the mulch and soil. This practice can enrich your mulch and soil while making good use of your tomato leaves. Compost. For experienced gardeners with a compost bin, you're in luck because you can toss all your tomato leaves in there. To speed up decomposition, consider chopping them into smaller pieces. However, tomato leaves are relatively small already, so you can simply throw them into the bin. After a couple of months, the organic matter in your compost bin should be well rotted and ready to enrich your soil. Here are the steps for adding tomato leaves to your compost. Number 1, collect all your tomato leaves. Number 2, place them in your compost bin. Number 3, periodically stir the contents of your compost bin to aerate and accelerate decomposition. Number 4, once your compost is ready, you can incorporate it into your soil. This process helps recycle tomato leaves into nutrient-rich compost for your garden. Happy composting! And there you have it, folks. Ingenious ways to make the most out of those tomato leaves. From adding a burst of flavor to your dishes, enhancing your garden, to crafting natural remedies, tomato leaves are indeed a versatile garden treasure. If you're wondering about the useful things you could do with smooth bark, check out this video. We hope you enjoyed this leafy adventure and that it inspires you to get creative in the kitchen and garden. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more green thumb tips and tricks.